Hey, lighten up, jerk!
Given the fact that it's October and Halloween, I got some good spooky stories.
Let's hear it.
Happened, man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It was perfect,
And
man.
USPS and Halloween, that's just a match made in
This
heaven.
is because we just started renting this house, right?
Mhm.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we don't have too much of a background check, so we don't have too much of the history of the house. I got to start looking into it. I need to start looking into it.
Right.
So yeah, the first Saturday that I was staying there, my girlfriend was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay over, and I was like, all right, cool. So she stays over, and a couple of my friends came over. We're drinking, and then finally they left. We fell asleep. We're starting to fall asleep, dude. It's 3 a.m, 4 a.m, sometime that time. I wake up and all I hear is someone just going through the drawer of knives and like spoons and all that.
Yeah, I hear the
Through the
clattering.
silverware.
So it's like,
And I'm like, damn, like what the hell is she doing? Like she's making a midnight snack, But dude, I put my hand behind me and I feel her and I was like, oh shit, my girlfriend's right here, And I was like, so
Where's the baseball bat?
Yeah, and I was like, oh shit,
those aren't pillows.
So then the next day, my girl's like, hey, did you hear what happened in the kitchen? Like, I heard someone just going through the drawer of silverware. I was like, dude, I heard the exact same thing. And I was like, I thought it was just me. She was like, no, I heard it. And I was like, oh damn, that's crazy. So that was the first thing. Second thing, I was there alone. I'm in my room setting stuff up. I'm setting my bed up and all that stuff. I'm putting everything together, and I hear someone just walking, and I'm thinking it's my girlfriend or her mom. Because my girlfriend and her mom are moving stuff in because we're all gonna live together. So I'm thinking it's either her girlfriend or her mom that just walked in the door. As I'm putting my bed together, I hear someone in the living room. So I'm like, oh, it's just them, Dude, I hear it clear as day as someone just walking for about 2 minutes too, because I'm putting the bed, I'm doing my stuff, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go check who it is, So I get up, it's dark, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? The lights aren't on, I'm like, who's walking around, like walking in circles or what,
Right.
So then I go turn on the light, nobody's there, like no one. And I was like, all right, that's a little, I'm just gonna close my door. I'm gonna stay in my room.
Just back away.
Yeah, I was like,
Hey, not today, Satan.
yeah, I was like, screw the rest of the
Nothing to
house.
see here.
And then so that was the second occurrence. And then the most recent one was my girl and I on Monday. I get off of work. She tells me, she's like, babe, we have to do this and this and that. I was like, all right. I was like, I don't want to do anything. It's Monday. I'm super exhausted, but screw it. Just come over. So she comes over. I'm putting the TV stand together. And as I'm putting the TV stand together, it's like 1 a.m, and she's talking to me, I'm talking to her, I'm putting everything, I'm screwing down the screws down. Dude, on the roof, it sounded like the devil himself just landed on it. It sounded so hard. It sounded like someone just landed on the roof, just 2 feet, just boom.
Oops, Santa Claus a few
I
months
know.
out.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I was like,
Santa?
I was like, did the Fat Man come early for me? And like we both look up and we're like, what the fuck? And my girl looks up too, and I was like, okay, I didn't just hear that, she heard it too.
Right.
Dude, we hear three fucking steps. Like it sounded like they had iron boots on,
Right.
like 3 steps, just boom, boom, boom on the roof. And my girl's like, dude, that's human. And I was like, yeah, I know. So like all I had was like a screwdriver. She grabs the little bat that I have, a little Dodger bat.
The souvenir bat?
Yeah,
There's a way to fight off the ghost.
So I was like, dude, fuck it. I'm stabbing somebody, And so yeah, we grab a flashlight, we go outside. I'm looking at the tree, nothing. I'm looking at the roof, nothing. I'm looking in the bushes, nothing. Keep in mind, the attic is only about we probably have about 1.5 feet of clearance in the attic, so it's not like someone's
just crawl
jumping up
space,
there,
right?
It's basically a crawl space.
Yeah, a little crawl space, It's like not even a little person could jump up there.
It's not like a Greg Brady's like bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. And so me and my girlfriend were like, oh shit, that was trippy. But if I was by myself and I heard these things, I'd be like, okay, maybe it's something.
Yeah,
maybe
that
it's
I'm
a
just
raccoon.
imagining it. Yeah, right.
But I'm like, dude, my girl's sitting there, like right there, listening to this shit too. So that was pretty interesting, like that. I mean, it is October and it's kind of Halloween, but other than that, like I was just like, dude, it's crazy how these things happen, I mean, it's pretty cool and it's scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Is your place a 2-story or 1-story?
No, it's just one.
One story.
Just one. Dude,
Is it in Chatsworth?
No, it's in Winnetka. It's right there, a little street right after Parthenia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
familiar
I
with the
know
area.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, one of my routes is like the street over on Nordhoff. So I'm like, now I could go take lunch at my house.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, but yeah, no, it was a trip. I mean, the lady, they say that the lady lived there for a long time, and nothing has ever occurred. But
Spoiler alert, she's still living there.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because my friend Peter, who's been on the podcast, and we I used to hang out at his house all the time, and there was a lady next door to his house who we think was sacrificing cats.
oh, jeez.
I love how we just went straight there.
I know,
yeah. I wasn't sure what I was about to hear, but it wasn't that.
we kind of figured that she was doing some bad things.
So a cat went in, just didn't come out.
Yeah.
Well, we would find like random cat parts around like the neighborhood.
Oh,
And when she was being evicted, like the guy was like came to my friend's house and is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm seeing, but like you guys had to see this. They're like, we're like teenagers at the time.
Yeah,
we're like 16 at the time, and we're like, okay, like, which is probably a dumb idea for the ones like this random stranger comes to our house, like you gotta see this.
Yeah, I
Can I have some candy first?
know. I know, right? It's in my van.
he's got a robe on.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, want to check out my grape van?
Yeah.
It has cushioned carpet in it.
Oh man, it looks like the Mystery Mobile from Scooby Doo guys.
But no, he takes us next because he's at this house next door to my friend's house.
Robert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, this story is going. It's moving fast.
Yeah.
You just went with a guy that you don't know, and he took you somewhere.
I was with Peter, so like if it,
Okay, that makes it
That
better.
makes it a lot better.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me; it was my best friend.
Yeah. So hey, if we're gonna die, fuck it.
I know, right? Yeah, I got someone with me.
Yeah, exactly. So we go to this and he opens up the garage door, and it is lined with these fucking cages. Animal cages.
Yeah.
And you see and the cages are probably I would say maybe about as half as tall as this table.
Okay.
So they're stacked on top of each other. So there's 2 or 3 cages on top of one another.
Okay.
All of them are filled to almost the brim with shit, like cat shit. And at the top is these cats
Oh god.
and it's
boy.
and we were like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we here? It's like why did you
You're like, I wanted to see something cool, man. He's like, wait, no, that's not the best part. It's in the van.
Yeah.
no. But seriously, so anyways, so we think that this lady was doing some sort of weird
some
witchcraft.
weird stuff with the cats.
Yeah, because we would find these dead cat parts. Not like the dead cat,
Yeah.
but no, paw ripped off, tail ripped off, somewhere. It's and well, and it's and the whole neighborhood that he was in, which is literally right around the corner from where we work.
Okay.
It's his house, her house. Everything is dead. The trees are dead. The grass is dead. Nothing. Everything else around it, green.
Yeah.
It's
a bad vibe.
Exactly.
I believe in that stuff, man. Just a bad vibe. Dude, today, at my girlfriend's house, helping her move stuff. Okay. She, a while ago, she told me she had a dream. She's like, I think she texted me or she called me. I forgot. No, she called me because she was like frantic, and she was like, babe, I just had this weird dream. I had a dream that I was in my bed and I saw this demon outside my window. First there was a crow, but it looked like it was hurt, so she went outside to go try to help the crow. And when she was looking at the crow, she looked at it and she's like, the crow looked funny. So when she got closer to the crow, she noticed that it was a dummy, and that when she looked in through the crack, she saw like a black like shadowy demon.
Mm.
And she was like, I knew he wanted to alert me, so I ran back in and I was trying to find my mom and I was crying, and she's like, I woke up and I was fucking crying, and I was like,
Shit.
dude, that's scary, you know.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, man.
today
Fuck
today I'm helping her move her shit from her house, and she has a fence that's maybe about like 5 feet tall, that leads to the backyard, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and as I'm loading, I felt like someone was just kind of looking at me. So I look and I see like a shadowy, like a black figure. Like I saw it clear as day. Like I saw it, and it was like this over the fence. And when I looked at it, it just
Disappeared?
dashed behind the house. And I was like, that was like a quick ass dash. I was like, what the fuck? So I went over to look. And then I told my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, were you in the backyard or was your mom back? And I was like, nah, your mom can't move that fast. Like, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, were you in the backyard? And then she was like, no, I've been inside the house the whole time, you know? And I was like, dude, that was creepy, you know? But it's crazy because, like, you know, when you witness shit like this, you know, a lot of people, some people are skeptics,
Yeah.
you know, but other people, like, I feel like you're attracted to it, you know? Like,
I had somewhat of a similar situation. But this was back in high school, and I was sleeping. It was late at night, and my mom used to work nights, and she used to get home, you know, kind of early in the morning. And I remember kind of like half like awake, and I see like this shadowy figure standing over me with red eyes, right? And and then I like, you know, because I was frightened. I was like, I reacted, I was like, ah, and then all of a sudden, like my vision comes like a little bit clearer, and it's my mom, and she freaks out because I freaked out. So we freaked out each other. But I was like, damn, that's really scary though. That was like, you know, I saw this shadowy figure with glowing red eyes, but then it was my mom.
I'm telling you, like, I feel like certain people are attracted to it, you know, whether you like it or not. Because when I was staying at my dad's house, you know, when I was growing up there, my room was all the way at the end, and at the end of the hallway. So just like at the end of the hallway, every night for some time, I would always hear someone walking towards my room, and I thought it was my dad. You know, you know, like I thought it was my dad. I'm like, oh, my dad's just trying to check up on us, you know, because I would sneak out sometimes, you know, so, you know, so I'm like, oh, it's just my dad, you know, and I would listen to the footsteps, you know, and like get to the door, but sometimes like the footsteps would just never go back. It just they would come and they would stop. That's it, you know. So one day I was just like, I heard him and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna open up the door on my dad, you know. So I hear the footsteps, and then I hear him just like I'm waiting at the door. So I hear the footsteps and they stop, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna open it. I'm just gonna say I gotta go to the bathroom, you know. So I open it, like I swung it open, dude. You know, like I swung it open, but it like flew off my hand, so it hit the wall hard. And I look and I'm like, dude, there's nobody there. It's dark too, you know. So when the door hit the wall like really hard, my dad, he was snoring, but then like I heard him wake up. He's like, you know, like what the hell was that, you know? And then I just walked by and I was like, oh, sorry, I gotta use the bathroom, you know. But nobody was ever at the door, you know. And my girlfriend, when she started dating me, she was never really a believer in that stuff, you know. She was like, I don't really believe in that, like it's kind of whatever. The first thing that happened to her, she was in her house, and as she's in her house, there was like a breeze. She said she felt a breeze, and after the breeze passed, she said that she thought she heard her. She's like, I'm positive 100% that my mom, she's like, I heard my mom or someone call my name from like their rooms, you know. So she started walking, and then that she got to her room, she's like, wait, my mom's not even home, you know. She's like oh shit, you know. But she's like, I heard it like clear as day. And I was like, all right. And then one day I told her, I was like, you know what, take my truck, take it to my dad's house, because my parents and my little sister and my older sister, they had gone to like Reno. And I told my girl, I was like, just stay with me. I was like, take the truck and go to the house, chill for a bit. I'm off at, you know, like I think it was like 4 a.m. I was like, come pick me up, you know. She's like, oh, okay. And then dude, she goes 15 minutes later while she's in the house, you know, she texted me, she's like, oh, I'm here at the house, babe. And I'm like, all right, cool. 15 minutes later, she's like, I'm hearing shit. She's like, I'm hearing shit. She's like, I'm scared. And I was like, all right, babe, don't like. I'll try to get this shit done so I could get off by like 1 at least, you know.
Yeah.
So I get off at 1 and I tell her, and then she's like, you know, she showed up like half an hour before my shift even ended, like 45 minutes, because she was so scared.
Right.
You know, so she pulls up and she's like, dude, I'm hearing all kinds of shit. Like, I heard someone walking, I heard someone call my name, you know, like one of the, like all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right.
And I was like, all
All
right.
the cliche, you know, haunted house
Weird
kind of
shit,
thing.
yeah, you know. And I was like, maybe that house is haunted, you know. So yeah, I was, you know, I take off with her, and we're at the house. You know, we close my door, and dude, we had a black screen door, and then we had a wooden door, right? So we're in the room and we're talking, and we just hear a knock, you know, just like in the on the wooden door. And then I was like, oh shit, I think my family came back early, because you know I didn't tell them that she was gonna stay over.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, I think my family came back early. And then she was like, oh, damn it. I was like, whatever. I was like, you know, it is what it is, you know? So we go to the door. I open up the door. And I was like, as I open up the door, like a crack in, I told my girl, I was like, wait, it was a knock on the wooden door, right? And then she was like, yeah. I was like, the screen door is there. Like, it's
Right,
closed.
so screen door,
It's
then
screen
wooden
door,
door.
and then wooden door. And I was
What
like,
the fuck?
and then my girl was like, oh, fuck that, close the door. So I closed the door. But yeah, dude, like that house that my dad was in, like that, you know, that my dad's in, like, dude, it was just crazy shit, you know. And there's like so many things that have happened to us that is just nuts. And like, you know how people say like, oh, I'm a skeptic because I've never seen that, you know, I've never witnessed that. And I'm like, oh, well, that's fine. Like, I feel like that some people don't witness it,
Right.
but then there's other people that do, you know, that do experience stuff. Because when we went to Rosarito, it was my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, my 2 sisters, and myself, right? So my dad, you know, of course, is Rosarito. He was like, you know, you never know. You know, you never know. So what he would do is he would put chairs in front of the doors, so if someone tried to break in through the door, they had to like really kick the shit out of it to, you know, break the chair and the door. So one night, we're staying at this hotel. My dad puts the chair. Dude, these chairs were like, I'm talking about like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, solid.
Fucking chopped them down himself.
Like
They were
oak
solid.
solid,
Yeah, you know,
like-
they were heavy. You know, and he put one in front of each door. You know, and one of the doors was I think it was a 2-way door, so he put 2 on that one. I'm sleeping in the room with my 2 sisters and my grandparents. My mom and my dad are in the other room. Dude, it's late. Keep in mind, my cousin had just passed away. You know, that's why we wanted to take our grandparents out. You know, so get their minds off and stuff. You know?
Right.
It's like midnight. You know, maybe 1 a.m. We hear the damn chairs getting tossed around like they're toys. Like everyone got up. I'm talking about everyone. My grandpa was like, what the fuck is that? So he got up, and then I just hear my dad in the next room, you know, trying to grab something to like, you know, beat the hell out of somebody, you know. So he runs out and he tells us stay in the room, and then turns on the lights. Dude, nothing isn't moved. Everything is in its place. Nothing has moved. Like nothing. Like, how do you explain that? Like 6 people just heard the same thing.
Exact same.
Right.
Exact same thing.